know how cold it is, but it feels very cold. Anyway, I'm getting ready to feed this pinadillo. He put a lot of straw in here yesterday, so some of it fell into these cans. That's why I'm keeping it out. That's him. He's a singleton. He's living in here with the big goats. He's doing good. So cute. He just has the cutest face I've ever seen. Okay, goody goats. You guys ready to eat? You're so hungry? That's a buck. That's actually moon pie. Are in heat because we're getting to the point where it's getting very late. They need to be very soon. and then feed him down there to get some. I guess I dumped a little too much. I'm still kind of getting used to having this in his hands out. I don't know if you can see him, but Libby's little baby is out there. He's in the swimming pool right here. He's still getting used to being in this pen with all the goats. This is an unfed breed, so that's why he's the only kid here. We normally don't have kids in the summer. Really need to check the forecast and see what the weather's going to be like today. I did pick up some new hay yesterday for them to try. They really seem to like it. Part of the bales are an orchard grass Timothy mix. The other part are orchard grass and alfalfa mix. See all the difference. A bit different because it's unfrozen. So this is the orchard grass Timothy. You can see kind of the thicker stem. This is the orchard grass alfalfa. You can see the orchard grass and then some of the alfalfa leaves. Little buddy, what are you doing? so here's the little man. Cute he is. So again, this was an accidental breeding. I didn't end up looting her, which would terminate the pregnancy because she's old enough, she was big enough. It wouldn't have been a bad breeding. Unfortunately, he is a buck, so he won't be staying, but he's super duper cute. And he's the only baby, so he's living in here with the big goats. Good morning, Pickle. They're so cute, thank you. There's pretty many goats in this pen. So I believe there's 61 in this area right here. In the buck pen, there's supposed to be 8, but 3 of my bucks are now in this pen. Go back and let your mama. There you go. Because I'm trying to see which does are in heat, and it's much, much easier if there's a buck around. There he goes. That's not his mom. That's one of our... Who are you? Oh, Snickers. So Snickers used to jump at the old house. Since we moved here, she has not been able to jump. Which makes me happy because I'm sick of her jumping. Sorry guys. I'm gonna grab them some water and feed the bucks. I'm not milking right now. I've already tried up since we moved. Except for the one with the baby. We bought straw yesterday. We've been putting out continuously as we see areas that get packed down and need it. really cold here for November, beginning of December. Hi guys, hi Jacqueline. Hi Shillings. Hi Harley. Hi Burp. Sorry, I can't read all of the names. Oh my gosh. So I was dealing with Togo's having diarrhea. Sourdough was one of them. I really think it was a combination of them moving, because they've only been here a little over a week. And we went out of town for a few days, so I finished granola blocks with them. I think maybe some of them overindulged. So this farm does need filter added. So anywhere that's wet, get a straw, because I don't want them walking with wet feet. They have pretty much room in here. When we open the doors, there's two small pastures that they like to go into. Yesterday was very, very windy. Today it's not. Which is good because it was cold yesterday. They have really thick hair, so they're not really bothered by the cold, but the wind is not good. And we need to extend the barn doors in the back. outside. Some are still in here eating. The last time I harvest, does milking them count? They can be eaten, but this is a dairy breed. They take a little longer to grow out for meat than a meat breed. So typically I'm not holding on to wethers that long. Just because I have so many does that I really want to see how they're looking. We do show the goats, so we're breeding a lot for show conformation. But along with that is milk production. Shamrock. Shamrock has the saddest little cry. She's over there. You're so dramatic. So eventually there will be another loft on this side. This area will be blocked off for a kidding area or an extra pasture. And then in the front corner and here we'll have a milk parlor with a milk processing room. Like I said, this barn is new. We just had it built this spring, so along with working on the house, we haven't really had a chance to get it all set up. I'm sorry. I know it probably makes you dizzy when I move the camera around. Oh my gosh. It feels really cold here. Cashmere goats? No, I have not. So these are all Nigerian dwarfs. It's a dairy breed. It's the only miniature dairy breed. I've only had dairy goats pretty much. So I've had dairy goats for almost 20 years. I've had this herd of Nigerian dwarfs since 2019, and that's when my kids started 4-H. So at this point, we show the goats, we milk the goats, breed the goats. I do a lot of judging over the summer. So last summer, I went to some really, I thought were cool places. I went to San Diego, I was in Denver twice. I renewed my judging license in Oregon. I went down to Houston for a mini dairy goat show. I judged in Virginia, a couple shows in Ohio. I think that's about it. I did some fairs, a fair in Indiana. I did a couple shows in Illinois. So next year I only have 6 shows booked. So hopefully it'll be a little more relaxing summer. You know how to catch a goat. The problem with these goats is usually that they're climbing all over you when you come in. A lot of them were bottle fed as kids, so they just love being around humans. The only time they really get upset is when they have to get their vaccines. They don't like shots. If they're sick, they get mad if they get a shot, even though in relation to their overall size, it's a very little prick. A lot of them don't like to learn to lead. And this is the fattest junior I've ever seen. I don't know if you can see her. She's a white fluffy one. Vanilla bean. She's gonna be another chocolate chip. Here she is coming into the view of the camera. Tell everyone how fun it is to trim hoofs. Lots of fun. You can come do mine. See, 68 goats times 4 what is that, 272 hooves? And I was just telling Willow that we're due to trim everyone again. But we don't do it all in one day, we just do it over a span of like 2 weeks. Actually, I asked for new hoof trimmers for Christmas. Oh, good morning, Mom. No thanks. I'll actually be selling some goats pretty soon, now that we got moved over and situated. Moving with a lot of goats is kind of a lot of work. Who is yelling? It sounds like sarsaparilla. Who's yelling? Someone outside, are they lost? Oh, it is sarsaparilla. She's so rotten. Okay, I'm gonna spread the straw for the box. I'll be right back in a minute. They put themselves up at night. A lot of times they will come in the barn at night. Hi, Delcy. Alrighty, guys. So I'm finishing up. Like I said, no one's being milked right now because we moved and we're getting ready to, well, we're actually in breeding season. Right now, 20 goats have been exposed to a buck. So hopefully soon we'll get the ultrasound machine set up and we can start confirming pregnancies. But I also need to send in my blood testing for the year. So if I do that, then I'll probably just opt to get the pregnancy test. Yes, they're all Nigerian dwarfs. They can be any color variation. Well, thanks for joining me, guys, as I feed all of these monsters. I hope that you have a great Monday, a great week if I don't catch you again. Stay warm. Bye, everyone.